distance is statue of Frederick VII.
The equestrian statue of King Frederick VII at Christiansborg Slottsplatz in Copenhagen is the converse of traditional horse-mounted statuary, glorifying the figure and rule of absolute monarch. This statue is quite different, paid for by the...
Okay, this was just to wake you up. Did any of you get the stereo effect in the speakers? Yeah? All right. So I'm going to talk a little bit about an audio product. It's this one. It's called the Intelligent Headset. My name is Peter Mosner. I'm very happy to be here. This is a project that's been going on for a year, and this is actually the first live appearance in this way. So it's a very special day for me, and I hope you really receive us very well. I come from a company called GN Store Nord. GN means Great Nordic, and Store Nord is Danish and means Great Nordic. So I'm from Denmark, flew in yesterday, leaving again tonight. So if there are any additional questions, you have to find me just immediately after the presentation. So our company has been doing headsets and hearing aids for years, and thought about, what's the next big thing? And lots of people are wearing headsets, so let's do something with it. And I'll get back to a little bit why we call it the intelligent headset and not just a smart headset. Everything else is smart. We chose the intelligent. Our slogan is one headset, many apps. Basically, what is it? It's a stereo headset, and then we've added sensors in the top part of it here. And we are providing a developer kit for that. So we are coming out with a platform, wearable tech platform, and hoping that there will be a lot of apps for this one, and I'll get into that as well. The main features that we have prepared in the developer kit are lined up here. I'll start with the true location. So the best spot for a person to have a GPS location is on the head. So whereas most of you know that the GPS accuracy in your smartphone when you carry it in your pocket or wherever is not the most accurate thing, we have much better GPS positioning when we put it up in the headset. We have a head tracking by compass and gyro in it as well. You heard a little bit the stereo effect, so it's not just I'm kidding, it's actually working already. And we've added also 3D audio algorithms. And this 3D audio is not a surround sound 3D like you would get in your stereo phones. This is a multi-source dynamic 3D audio, which means we can play multiple audio sources from different locations, mix them dynamically. This is mainly for the gaming use case, but basically people can be moving around and sharing audio sounds, and it will be played in your headset here, so you can hear the actual location for these different sounds. And the fourth function that we've put in here is related to navigation or tourism, you could say. So with this improved positioning and the direction you're looking and looking up in maps data, we can actually deduct what are you looking at. So that's what we call True Select. We basically provide in the API an easy function call that tells you what are you actually looking at. I'll get into some of the apps that we're doing. One of them we have named Urban X. So this is a tourist use case. Some of you have been around and seen it working over there. So basically, forget about these hop-on, hop-off buses that is just streaming you all the things that's around you. You don't even know if you're looking at it or not. This is your local tourist guide that's always with you when you're around globally. You just look at the object, press the button, and we'll play off the audio related to that. This was actually the core idea we had around this. We call it, what am I looking at? And there are some interesting things to this that I will get back to as well. Another app that we're doing, which is actually more than an app, it's together with a partner that's providing electronic materials for schools. So we are setting up a virtual environment in the schoolyard, bringing the kids out of the classroom and going out into this immersive audio world where they have to solve tasks. So here you see a picture of 4 kids that are actually with their headset on. And this moment they're standing in a restaurant in a foreign country trying to order some food in that language, which is what they're trying to learn in this class. So we started up with language lessons, and we're now looking into other subjects as well. The kids move around outside in this virtual sound space, and they find different tasks and can also record with the built-in microphone their answers. And the whole flow of the class is then that they have taught, the teacher have taught them about these subjects. They go out, they practice in real life, the subject, go back and then discuss how was it. So our slogan here is take the learning outside of the classroom. Next app that we are promoting, or type of app, is the gaming. This is very much utilizing these multiple sound sources that can play dynamically all the time. We were in Germany a couple of weeks ago where 2 developers in 2 days made a first-person shooter game. So people were running around downtown with these headsets on, and they could hear the players where they were running around, and then they would face each other by clicking the headset button, and if the other person would be in their viewing cone, then they would get a point. And there are other kinds of games that are coming up with this. So it's this dynamic 3D audio world that we are bringing outdoor. So games are no longer sitting in the sofa playing things. Suddenly you're outdoor, you're moving around, you can hear your components, your co-players, and interact with them. Fourth one that seems to be very interesting, we are working with blind associations both in California, Denmark, and Lithuania. And on 2 applications, one of them is very much like the tourist application I told you about. So our vision here is actually that by audio, we can present to the blind people the world around them. So now with this headset, anywhere they are, they can just look at a certain object, press the button, and they will be told what's in front of them. The second app we're doing with them is based on the improved GPS accuracy, is actually a ski guide. So we have a Paralympic gold medalist who is doing cross-country skiing, and she's going to run by herself in Norway next winter, just using this app as guidance. So the 3D audio and the increased GPS accuracy in this headset will make her run ski by herself. And you go on. We went public in May with this, and we've gone on the social media, and now we opened up inviting app developers to join us. They get a prototype and start doing apps. And if anybody's interested here, anybody's app developers out there? A few? All right. So we have people developers in Spain, Lithuania, Macedonia, and Denmark so far. I'd like to see some in the US to get started as well. And so this is absolutely a platform. Why we call the intelligent headset? So in my world, smart is what we put on when all the apps come into the device. Intelligent is something more than that. And it may become a little spooky here. So basically, we know where you are. We know what you're looking at. And if you pause that for a second and you actually press the headset button, then I bet we know what you're thinking about. You're standing in front of that Italian restaurant wondering, is it really good to eat here? Or in front of that golf equipment shop and thinking, hey, is there something in here that I would like to buy? So it doesn't know what you're thinking, but this is really a device that it will be aware about what you might be thinking. And this is not to spam advertisements through this product, because when we can narrow it down to exactly that you're there, you're looking at that particular store at that moment, and you press the button, then it's not spamming if you get an advertising from that shop. So that's why we call it intelligent. How cool is that? So we're coming out with a new generation of devices. Jennifer was talking a little bit about there was not much happening here with audio and headsets and so on. I think there's lots of stuff with audio that we're not using. Lots of cool products in here that focus on the video, the visual part of it. We think the audio world is amazing and really underexplored today. So we bring the hardware platform out there. This is the first form factor with this. There's going to be lots of apps coming out with this. And on the technology side, I can just add that it's not been easy to get this to work in the streets. So all these sensors, when they go out in real life, you have a lot of interference from magnetic disturbances and buildings into GPS performance and so on. So we've added a lot of features in the software to help the accuracy really work well. I ask you to go in and support us, spread the word. This is what we're looking for here today. And if there's time, I would just like to show a little short demo. I'm out of time. Okay, those of you that want to see a little game, come down and meet me at table 6.